Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called Dutch Sums by Flinty. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. And we have Dutch sums, where a clue outside the grid gives the sum of all continuously adjacent digits with a difference of at least 4, up to and not including the first digit with a difference of 3 or less in that row or column from the direction of the clue. A clue outside the grid gives the sum of all continuously adjacent digits with a difference of at least 4, up to and not including, okay, there we go, the first digit with a difference of 3 or less in that row or column from the direction of the clue. A digit in the first cell is always included in the sum. Okay, so that was kind of confusing to me because the way that it would I didn't break that down correctly and the sentence structure. Um. Anyways, so let's use this 20 as a clue here. So we have 19287654. No, 19287654 would have a clue sum of 1, 9, 2, and 8, which equals 20. From the left, well, in this case, I did it opposite, so it's from the right, as 8 to 7 breaks the chain, because there's a difference of 3 or less between 8 and 7. And a single clue sum of 3 from the, well, left in this case, right? Because 3, the difference between 3 and 4 is 3 or less, so therefore that breaks the chain. So you just have the sum of the first digit, which is just 3. So this would be 20 in this direction and 3 in this direction here. And that's an example of how Dutch sums work. And those are all the clues. Those are all the rules, sorry, not clues. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so to have a Dutch sum of 6, you either have a 6 by itself, or you have to have 2 digits, one of which is 1, one of which is 5. So this must be a 156 triplet here. And both of these cannot be 1-5 as a pair because that would be too many 1-5s in this box. So this can never be 6 because that would require this to be 1-5-1-5 and 1-5-1-5 to add up to 6. So this cannot be 6, which means this must be a 1-5-1-5 pair here, and 6 is one of these digits here. So the other 1-5 would be one of these digits, which means in this box, the rest of the box cannot contain 1-5 or 6. So we have 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9 as possibilities in that box. For 9, you could have 9 by itself. 1 and 8 as a difference. 2 and 7 as a difference. 3 and 6 as a difference. Or any combination of... Okay, so we know in the rest of row 1, we have to have 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So for 9, you could have 1, 8, 2, 7. 3, 6 does not work. That's a difference of only 3. So 1, 8, 2, 7. And then you could have 3 digits adding up with 1, 6, 2 or 2, 6, 1. I think it's the only possible 9, right? 1, 5, and 3 doesn't work because 5 and 3 has a difference of 2. 2, 3, 4 doesn't work. Right. So these have to be, you either have a 9 by itself, you could have 1, 2, 7, or 8. So 1, 8 as a pair, 2, 7 as a pair, or 1, 2, 6 as a triplet. But we don't have as many restrictions. So this can't be 1 here. So it cannot be 8 and 1 because of the 1, 5 pair here. So no 8. You could have 2, 7. You cannot have 1, 2, 6. So this is either 9 by itself or 2, 7. How about in this box? You cannot have 1, 2, 6. Because if you had 1, 2, 6 here, the problem is that would eliminate all possibilities for the other 2 columns. I mean, it would eliminate one of the it would eliminate all but the 9 as a possibility. So you cannot have 1, 2, 6. So this must be 9, 1, 8, and 2, 7 as the possibilities in this box, which means the remaining digits in the box cannot be 1, 2, 7, or 8, or 9. So it's 3 through 6 in one of these cells here. And we have another 3 through 6 here. So we have a guaranteed 9 here, which means this cannot be 9. This can't be 9. It's 2 and 7. So this is 2, 7 as a pair to add up to 9. Which means the remaining digits in column 3 have to be 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. So these two digits, so these two must be the valid ones. These two must be valid. Obviously, these are valid. These are valid. So in row 7, where are the 2 and 7? They cannot be here because of the 2, 7 pair in the box. They can't be here because of the 2, 7 pair in the box. So 2 and 7 are guaranteed to be here, which eliminates 2 and 7 in the rest of the box here. So this has to have a 1 here. And it's either 1, 8 or it's 1, 6, and 2. So we could have 1, 8 here, or this is 6, 1 here. And then this would be 2. That is possible. So both of these are valid for the Dutch sum. So are these. To add up to 24, we have to have a valid sum. We're going to make it pink going in the horizontal direction. So we have to have at least 3, and we can't have 7, 8, 9. So it's at least 4, which means it cannot be 1 and 5. So 1 and 5 would be 6. 24 minus 6, or even 1 and 6. Well, you could have, no, 5 and 6 does not work, because 5 and 6 are not 4 apart from each other. So it has to be 1 with one of them. So 1 and 6 at most is 7. 24 minus 7 is 17, but we cannot have all 3 of those. It can't be, these two cannot be 8 and 9 with adding to the Dutch sum, because that's not a difference of 4. So this must include this, which means this must be 1 in between 5 and 6 here. So this is 1, which makes this 5 and 1. That makes this 6. So this is valid. This is valid. 1, 5, and 6 adds up. So this 5 can only be next to 9 for it to be a valid for the Dutch sum. So that's 9. And this must add up to 24. That means the remaining 4 or remaining 3 digits have to add up to 21 without 9 and without 6. So that's not going to ever be 3 digits. It must be 4 digits. So these 4 digits must add up to 21. These already add up to 21 here. So 21 plus 21 is 3 here. So this is 3, 9, 5, 1, 6. We celebrate because 3's in the corner. So this cannot be 3 or 9. It's 4, 6, or 8. 1 must be with 5 here. So this cannot be 1 or 8. It's either 9 or 2 and 7. 5 eliminates 5 here. So this cannot be 1 and 5. 6 can't be here because of 6 in the column. So this must be 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, or 9. We have to have 1 and 5 somewhere in row 3 be in this box here. No more 3 here, so this is 2, 4, 7, 8. One of these is going to be 1 and 8. We don't know about the rest. All 3 of these must be included here to sum up to 23. And we have a 1 and a 5 only. So that means we have to include this also. 1 and 5, you could have 9 and 8. 1 and 5 is 6. 23 minus 6 is 17, which could be 8 and 9, so we don't know anything else. These are not part of that sum. This has to be at least 3 digits here. You can have at most 6 digits, so therefore these cannot be digits valid that way. It's 2, 7. This digit cannot be 4 or more apart from this one here, which means this cannot be 6 and 8. It has to be 4. That eliminates 4 in the rest of the column and row. The 4 has to be one of these 3. 9 can't be here, but that's 4 or more away from 5, so that would include the sum. 6 means this can't be 2, because 6 and 2 are 4 apart, so this would sum up to more than that. Okay, we have 2, 7 guaranteed here. And this also has to have 3 digits, but it could be 2, 7, and 9. That is possible. 15. 4 or more apart means we have to have 3 going this way. So the sums of these are 33 on the ends. That means in between, not in part of either sum, is 45 minus 33, which is 12. Well, how do these 3 digits add up to 12? You have to be 3, 4, and 5. There's no 6 and 5 only add up to 11. 6 and 4 add up to 10. 6 and 3 add up to 9. Everything else is less than 12. So all 3 of these cannot be part of the sum. So this must be 3 digits, and this must be 3 digits, which means this is 2, 7, and 9. And this can't have a 9. It has to have 1. So therefore, 2 has to be in between the 7 and 9. So this is 7, 9 as a pair, which means this cannot be 1, 2, and 6 adding up to 9 here. It has to be 1 and 8. But if we had 1 here, that would be 8, 1, and whatever digit 7 or 9 is, because 7 or 9 is 4 or more away from 1. So that makes this 8, which makes this 1 there. 2, 7, and 9 eliminates 2, 7, 9 in the rest of the column. This is 3, 4, and 5, adding up to 12. That means this can't be 3. It's 6 and 8 next to 1, which is next to 6 or 8. So that adds up to 15. If this were 8, it's 4 or more away from 3 and 4. So this cannot be 8, because then that would add to the sum. So this is 6, that's 8. 7 or 9. 9 has the same problem, so this cannot be 9, because 9 is 4 or more away from 3, 4, and 5. So this is 7, which makes this 9 there. No 7 or 8 here. It's 2 or 4. This cannot be 3, otherwise it would add to the sum here of 18. So we know 6 has to be one of these two. So 6 has to be one of these two, which means 9 has to be along with it. So this can't be 9. This is either 1, 8, or... we have 1 eliminating 1 here. So that means one of these, we have a 1, 2, 7, we have a 2, 7, 8, 9 quadruplet, which eliminates 2, 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the row. So that leaves 3, 4, 5, 6 remaining. Okay. This is also 3, 4, 5, 6, but no 6 here because of 6, 1 is one of these digits. And this can't be 6 here, no 3 here because of 3 in the column. This must be either... So one of these is guaranteed to be a 1. So this is either 9, 6, or it's 2, 7 as a pair. This is either 1, 8, or it's 2, 7 as a pair. This could be 9, 6, 1, 8, or 2, 7. We don't know which. Remaining digits in row 8 have to be 3, 4, 5, or 9. No 3 here, obviously, because of 3 in the column. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 3, 8, and 9 is a triplet. This has to be 3 digits here. So this is 3, 4 more away from this digit. So it's at least 3 here. These have to be 2 there. This is at least 3 here. 1 cannot be here. 5 cannot be here. Well, 5 could be there. It could be 4, 9, 5. Okay, never mind. So 1's one of these two. 2 eliminates 2 here. This is 23. Remaining digits of box 1. We have 2, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 20 is going to be... you could have 8, 9, and 3. So it's 3 digits, at least. Okay. Remaining digits of box 4. No 3, 8, and 9. So we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 cannot be here because of 1 in the column. 8 can't be here because of 8 in the column here. So we have guaranteed 8 here. These must be 4 apart from each other. So if this is 3, this would have to be a 7 here. Interesting. Interesting. 18. We cannot have a 6 here. If we had a 6 here, it would be 2, 6. That only adds up to 8, and we don't have a 1 available here. So it's this digit would not be 4 or more away from 6. So this has to be 9, because it can't be 7 or 8. So this must be 9 here. We could have 495. That adds up to 18. But what about 2? 2, 9. It has to be 3 and 4 to add up to 18, because we don't have 1 available. But that's not going to work, because 3 and 4 are not 4 apart from each other. Therefore, this must be 4, 9, and 5. So we have 4, 9, 5. 5 has to be 4 or more away from both of these, because otherwise these 3 digits are not going to add up to 23 by itself. So this must be 9. This has to be 1, because 5 can only be next to 1 or 9. So no more 9 here, no 9 here. This is 4, 9, and 5, which means the remaining digits in the column have to be 2, 3, and 6, none of which are 4 or more away from 5. But 2 and 3 are 4 or more away from 7. So this can't be 7, this is 6, which means this can't be 6 here. It's 2, 3 as a pair. 4 eliminates 4 in the rest of the row. Oops. Shoot. 4 in the rest of the row. I don't know why I got it. Anyways, this is 9. This cannot, well, actually, we don't know. So this is 1 or 5. This then has to be 6, 7, or 8 to be 5 or more, 4 or more away from 1. So we could have 8. Or we could have 6 with 2. No, 1, 5, and 9. That's 15. Okay, yeah. So this has to add up to 8 for the rest of the digits, which follow the whisper 4, the Dutch whisper rule set. So it's either 6 and 2 or it's 8. So this is 6 or 8 here. These 3 are going to be 4 apart. So this has to be 6 through 9 here, which makes this 1 through 5 here. Cannot be 2 or 3 because of the 2, 3 pair in the box. Can't be 6 here because of 6 in the box. So it's either 6 here and that's 2. Okay, 9 eliminates 9 as a possibility here, which means both of these are valid for the sum. So no 6 here, which means this is 6 and this is 9. So that's valid. 9 and 6 are not 4 apart. 4 or more apart. This is 1, 8 or 2, 7. If this is 2, 7, that would force this to be 8. So we can eliminate 8 from the rest of the column, because if this is 1, 8, obviously we eliminate 8 from the rest of the column. If this is 2, 7, that forces this to be 8, which eliminates 8 from the rest of the column. So either way, this cannot have an 8. This can't be 2, because if this were 2, that would be 4 or more away from 6. So this has to be, and that would be included in the sum. So this is a 7, 8 pair, which eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 7 or 8, it's 2. This 7, 8, one of these is 7, 8, this is 7, 8. That eliminates 7 in the rest of the column. So this is 2 here, that's 7 or 8. We have 2 here. 6 is not 4 or more. So again, 3, 9 is 12. That's a difference of 6, difference of 4, difference of 4, difference of 5, difference of 1 or 2. So it breaks there. So these are the sum. 3, 9 is 12. 5, 1, 6 is 12. 5, 1 is 6 here. Difference of 3 here, so that breaks the sum. 5, we have 1, 5 here. That's 6. Difference of 3, 2, 2, or 3. because this can't be 9. 6 cannot have 2 here, so it's a difference of 3, 2, 1, or 2. So that is fine there. 9 and 6, that's fine. 1 and 8 add up to 9. 7 and 8 have a difference of 1, so that's these two are the sum. 4, 9, 5 adds up to 18. Difference of 2 and 3, that's fine. This can no longer be 3, 9, or it cannot be 3, 9, and 8 to add up to 20. So therefore, we must include this as part of the sum. This must be 5 or more away from 2 or 3, which could be 6, 7, 8, 9. No 9 here because of 9 in the column. We know one of these two has to be a 6. 6 eliminates 6 in the rest of the row. This can't be 5. 5 can only be next to 1 and 9. Or whisper 4 apart from each other. And this can't be 1 or 9. And we know this adds up to 17 at least. Or, sorry, at least these three add up to 17. It could be more. Okay. 7, we have a guaranteed 7, 8 here. We have a guaranteed 7, 8 here. That eliminates 7, 8 in the rest of column 6. So this can't be 7 or 8. It's guaranteed to be 6. Which means, because it had to be 4 or more away from 2 or 3. And that's only 6 through 9. And 7, 8, and 9 were all eliminated. So 6 has to be next to 2, which makes that 3 there. Can these two add up to... So 20 minus 8 is 12. Can this be 12? Only if it's 4 and 8. But that does work. Otherwise, it would have to have a 1 here. To satisfy... Okay, so either we continue on with this, and then this would be 1. How does that work? Then these would have to add up to 11 at most, but they have to be 4 apart from each other, which is not going to work. Because we only have... So if we try to continue this, the problem is that this would have to be 1, because that's the only other digit that's 4 or more away from 6. So then these two would have to add up to a minimum of 11. And there's no way that can work, because we have 4 at minimum here, plus 7 would add up to 11, but that's not 4 apart from each other. So this cannot continue this way, which means this is the full set here. That eliminates 2 and 6 in the rest of the row. These two then must add up to 12. Cannot be 1, obviously. Can't be 5, 7. It has to be 4, 8. So that's 4 and 8, which eliminates 4 and 8 in the rest of the row. So the rest of the digits are all odd digits. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, because we have 2, 4, 6, 8 there. No 1, 5, or 9 here because of 1, 5, or 9 in the column. 8 eliminates 8 in the column here, so this is 7, which makes this 8. So this cannot be 1, 8 as a pair. This is 2, 7 as a pair. That forces this to be 1 here, so that's 8 there. 1 cannot... That means this can't be 1 here, because it couldn't be anyways, because of that would add up to the sum here. 2, 7 as a pair eliminates 2 in the rest of the column. 1 cannot be next to the 5 here, because that would be 4 apart from each other, and they would add up to a sum. So this is 3, 4 as a pair, which eliminates 3, 4 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 4, it's 5. We still don't know about this. Remaining digits in box 3, we have 3, 6, and 8. Obviously no 8 here because of 8 in the column. So one of these two digits is guaranteed to be a 3, which eliminates 3 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 3, that's 4. No 4 here, no 8 here. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the row here, so this is 7. That means this can't be 7 here. It's 2, 3 as a pair here. 7 eliminates 7 in the rest of the row here. We still don't know if... Okay, this is guaranteed to be 4 or more away from 9. So this has to be part of the sum, which makes this 6 and 2. And then this is not part of the sum here. 2 eliminates 2 here, so that's 3. 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of the column, so it's 7. This is 4, which makes that 3. No 3 or 7 here. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5. No 5 or 7 here, it's 1. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 9, which makes that 3 there. No 3 here because of 3 in the column. This is 8 and 9. No 5 here. 8 and 9 can only be next to 2 or 4 on 4 apart from it. And 2 or 4, 4 cannot be 4 apart from any of these, so this must be 2, which makes that a 7. And we cannot have 2, 7, and 9. That adds up to 18. So this must be 2, 7, and 8, adding up to 17. That makes this 9. Remaining digits here have to be 4 and 6 as a pair. This is 2, 7, 8. The rest of them cannot be part of the sum. So this cannot be 4 or more away from 8. Can't be 2 because of 2 in the column. Wait, we have 2 and... Hold up. Oh, this could be 6. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. No, it can't be 6. This is 6. Wait, that's problematic. Huh. That's not great. No 2 or 6 here. This is 7. No 2, 6, or 7 here. It's 8. No 8 here. It's 2 and 6 as a pair. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 3. This can't be 3 or 6. It's 8. Huh. That's problematic. How did I mess that up? 4 cannot be either of these, so this must be 4. That means no more 4 here. 5 eliminates 5 here. No more 5 here. This has to be 3. Two 8s. 4, 5. 1, 3. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the row, so this is 1, that's 3. No 1 here, no 3 here. Oof. Yeah, this has to be 2 and this has to be 7, which makes this 8, but then this is 9. And that adds up to 18, which is not 17. How did I mess this up? Oh, I hate this. When I know I messed up, but I don't know how. Dang it. I might have to reset everything, unfortunately. Ugh. This sucks. 3, 9 to 9, 5 to 5, 1 to 1, 6. How did I mess this up? Ugh, I hate this. This is annoying. doesn't work. I have to restart. I don't know where I messed up, and it's gonna be, yeah. 6, you cannot have 2 and 4. Can't have 1, 2, 3, obviously. So obviously these are part of it. We cannot have double 1-5s here, so one of these is 6, so this must be double 1-5 here. 3 digits adding up to 24, but that would just be 7, 8, and 9, which are not 4 apart, so we have to include that. And therefore it's 1, 5, and 6. Cannot just be 1 and 6, because that only adds up to 7. 24 minus 7 would be 8 and 9, but 8 and 9 are 4 apart from each other. 9 cannot be 3 and 6, cannot be 4 and 5, could be 1, 8, could be 2, 7. 1, 2, 6 works with 6 being in the middle. Oh, so this is always going to be 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 here. Again, you cannot have, you have to have 3 sets here adding up to 9. It cannot be 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, because that eliminates 1, 8, and 2, 7 as possibilities, which would force both of these to be 9. So this must be 1, 8, 2, 7, and then 9 here. So this cannot be 9 here. This can't be 1 and 8 adding up, so it's 2 and 7 adding up. Cannot just be 2 of these, so it has to be all 3, which is 12. That means 1 has to be in between 5 and 6. So this is 5, 1, that's 6. This must be 1 and 5 to add up to 10, which means none of these add up to 10. None of these add up, none of these add up to 6. None of these add up to the 6 there or the 9 here. This could be 1 here and then a singleton or doubleton. This must be 5 is next to 9 to satisfy that. And we do not have 3 digits that can add up to 21 because we don't have 6 and 9 available. That eliminates 4, 8, 9, 5, 7, 9, and 6, 7, 8. So all 4 of these cannot be part of the sum. And therefore, these must add up to 24. That's 15. Plus 6 is 21. Plus 3 is 24. That leaves this as 2, 4, 7, 8. This must be 3 digits adding up to at least 18. This cannot be 3 digits adding up to 23. That would be 6, 8, and 9. So we have to have at least 4. 20 could be 3, 8, 9. 17. You cannot have just 2 digits. That would just be 8 and 9, which is not 4 apart. So that's 3. 15. 6 and 9 is the minimum apart, but that can't be. So this is 3 digits here. Remaining digits in row 9 are 3, 4, 5, 6. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column. One and 5 cannot be here, so this must include 1 and 5 here. One of these is going to be 2 and 7. So that means where's 2 and 7 in row 7? It has to be here. So this is 2 and 7. That eliminates 2 and 7 in the rest of the box. So this is 1, 8. It could be 1, 6, and 2. Or this is 1 and 8 there. Maybe this was the bad assumption? I don't... Okay, we definitely have 9 in one of these 3 digits. We have 1, 8, or 2, 7 as the remaining sets here that work. So this cannot be, this has to be 3 through 6. Again, we have to have all three of these work to have 7 and 2 with 9. So all three of these are counted for the sum at least. All three of these are counted for the sum at least. So we can't have one digit adding up to 12. Two digits don't add up to 12. It must be all three of these digits. So we have 2 and 7 here, and it must add up to 18 with 9. So the 2 is the only one that's 4 apart from the others. So this is 7 or 9. That means this cannot be 1, 6, and 2 here, so this must be 1, 8 as a pair. That eliminates 1 and 8 in the rest of the column. 1 would be 4 or more away from 7 and 9. So this can't be 1 because that would include that as part of the sum. So this is green here. These can't be part of the sum here. This technically could be, but these cannot. So therefore, this must be 8 here, which makes this 1. No 1 here, so we have 8 in one of these 3 digits. This cannot be 1 and 8, so this can't be 8 here. 1 eliminates 1 from being here. No 8 here because of 8 in the column. 5 cannot be here. Again, this adds up to 15. This must add up to 45 minus 33, which is 12, which is 3, 4, 5. So that leaves the rest of this as 1, 2, 7, and 6. 6 obviously can't be here, so this can't be 9. So these two are counted. This can't be 1 here. So this is either 6 and 9, or it's 2, 7 as a pair. This must be 1, 6, and 8, adding up to 15. So 1 is in between 6 and 8. That eliminates 6 and 8 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 6. 2 is 4 or more away from 6 and 8. So this can't be 2. This is 7, which makes that 2. So no 2 here. It's 7, 8, 9 as a triplet. So no 7 here. This is 1, 2, 6 as a triplet, which leaves the remaining digits as 3, 4, 5, 9. And this can't be 9 here. This has to be 9 here. 9 cannot be here because of 9 in the column. So where is 9 in row 2? It has to be here. Oh, this is where I made the mistake. This already this already stops the Dutch sum, so I didn't need this make this a 6. That's the reason why. There we go. Okay, that helps a lot. This cannot be 9 because that's 4 or more away from 3, 4, and 5. So this must be 7, this must be 9. So that's, okay, so that breaks, that's where that fixes that. This is 7, 2 or 4. We tried to have 6 there, that doesn't work, so this must be 9 there. 7 means this can't be 3. Okay, so the problem was this part. It was this assumption that this had to be 6. It doesn't have to be 6, because if that's the case, yeah. So right, if we try to have 2 and 9, we either have to have 7 there, or it's 3, 4 as a pair. But that's not going to work, because 3 and 4 are not 4 apart from each other. So this cannot be 2, it's 4. That means no 4 here, no 4 here. This can't be 2, that's 4 more away from 6. So therefore this can't be 2 here, which leaves this as a 2 there. 4, 9. Again, the remaining digits must add up to 5, but they have to be 4 apart from each other, and 2 digits adding up to 5 are never going to be 4 apart from each other. So this has to be 5, which means none of these are part of the sum. This is then 2, 3, and 6, but 6 does not have to be there. So that's the reasoning for that. 5 can only be next to 1 and 9 on a whisper 5 line, or, sorry, whisper 4 line, or 4 apart. So this is 1 and 9 there. So this has to be a high digit. It can be 6 or 8 to be 2 or 3 apart from here. So this is 2, 3, and 6. Okay. If this is 6, this would have to be 1 or 2. And this can't be 1 or 2 because of 1 or 2 in the column. So this is 2 or 3, which have to be next to 6 through 9, but this can't be 6 because of the 2, 3, 6 triplet in the box. So this is 7, 8, and 9, which can be next to 1 through 5 here. No 2 or 3 here because of a 2, 3, 6 triplet in the box. So this is 1, 4, 5. This again cannot add up to 3 for these 3 digits adding up to 20. So we need a 4th digit here. And this must be 9 eliminates 9 here, so this cannot be 6 and 9. It's 1, 8, or it's 2, 7. That means this is a singleton by itself. This is not part of the sum, so this must be 9, and that's 6. So this is 7, 8 as a pair. This must be 7, 8, or 9, or 6, 7, 8, 9 to be 4 apart from 2 or 3. But it cannot be 7, 8, or 9 because of the 7, 8 pair in the column and the 9 in the column. So this must be 6, which makes this 2. That means no 2 here. So that's 3, 6 as a pair. 2 must be... So again, if we tried to continue this, this would have to be a 1. And we have this adding up to 11 at most. But then this is 4 at minimum. 4 and 7 are not 4 apart, so that doesn't work. So this must end here. So these two add up to 20 minus 8, which is 12. So that it can only, and they're 4 apart from each other, so it's 8 and 4. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 7 and 8. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 7 and 2. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 8 and 1. So this can't be 1. We have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. No 1, 5, 7 here. No 1, 9 here. No 3 or 9 here. No 1, 5, 9 here. No 1 here. So where's the 1 in row 4? It has to be there. 1 cannot be next to 5 because that would then be 4 apart from each other and would add to the sum. So this is 3, 4 as a pair, which eliminates 4 there, so it's 5. We have 3, 6, 8 here. Remaining digits of column... Right, this has to be less than 4 away from 1. Cannot be 2. Can't be 3 because of 3 in the box, so this must be 4. Remaining digits of box 2. We have 2, 3, 4, and 7. No 4 here. No 2 or 7. One of these is 3. This can't be 8. Since this is 3, this can't be 3. That's 4. No 4 here. 2, 3, and 7 here. No 3 here. Remaining digits of... Okay. Remaining digits of box 1 are 2, 6, 7, 8. So... 8 cannot be here because that's 4 or more away from 3 or 4, so this must be 6, which makes that 8. That makes this 3, 8, 9 as a triplet, which eliminates 3, 8, 9 in the rest of the box. So this is 5, 7. Remaining digits of column 6 are 1 and 3. That eliminates 3 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 3, that's 7. This 7 eliminates 7 there, so it's 5. No 3, 5, or 7 here. It's 9, which makes this 3. No 3 here. This must be 4 apart from 8 or 9. So that's 1 through 5. No 1 or 5 here. It's 2, can't be 3. It's 2 or 4. 7 eliminates 7 here. This is 9. Remaining digits of 5 eliminates 5 from the rest of the column. So this is a 3, 4 pair, which eliminates 3, 4 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 4. This is 2. That also eliminates 3, 4 in the rest of the box. So this is 5. 5 eliminates 5 here. 4 eliminates 4 here. This is 2. This must be 4 or more away from 2. So it can't be 8 or 9. It's 6 or 7. Remaining digits of... 3 there. How did I remove 7 from here? I don't know. Anyways. That might have been another error. 2 eliminates 2 in the rest of the column. We have 6, 7, and 8 left. This can't be 8 because of 8, 9 pair in the box. So this is 6 or 7, which forces this to be 4. 8 eliminates 8 here. Remaining digits of... Yeah, I don't know how I eliminated 7 from there. Oh, this can't be 2. Right. That's how I eliminated. That's how I got 7 there. So we have 6 here, and that's by itself. So it cannot be 6, 2, because that would add to the sum. So this must be 7 there, which makes that 7. So this is part of the sum here, because 2 and 3 is guaranteed to be 4 or more away from 9. So this must be 6 and 2 here. So 6 and 2 adds up to 8, plus 15 is 23. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 3, which eliminates 3 here. So that's 4 and 3. That leaves this as a 2, 8 pair. And 2 eliminates 2 here, so this is 8, which makes this 2. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 9, which makes that 8. So 2 and 9 add up to 11. 9 and 8 are not 4 apart from each other, which gives us this 2 and 6. So 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 7. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 3 and 6. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 1 and 3. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 6 and 8. This 6, 8 pair eliminates 6 in the rest of the box. 7 eliminates 7 here, so that's 2, which makes that 7. 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's 3 and 8. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 8 and 6. And the rest is just normal Sudoku. No 3 here because of 3 in the column. 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's 3 and 5. 3 in the corner we celebrate because we're close to solving it. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 4 and 3. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 4 and 6. Ones. We have 8 ones. The last one has to be there. We have all the 2s. We have all the 3s. We have 8 4s. We know where the last 4 is. It has to be there. 5 in column 5 has to be here because that's the last digit. And we have 8 5s now, so that means the last 5 is there. We have all the 6s. 8 7s means this has to be 7. This is 8, and this is 9. Ugh. This thing here. That was a bad mistake. That's why it's better to color everything, so that you can figure out what still needs to be part of a set and which doesn't. I saw this pink and it just naturally said, oh, well, these have to be less than 4 apart from each other, because otherwise it would be part of the sum, but this is already not part of the sum by 7 being 8 here. Ugh. And that led to the contradiction, which was there. Ugh. Nice rule set. Nice, and it flowed very well throughout. It's just that if I hadn't messed up here, then that would have been fine. But I messed up there, so that made things problematic. Anyways, well, despite my error, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.